my other favorite subjects. And this is a birthday surprise as well from Ryka. Made for women, by women, by women. No, Marianne, it's great. I think it's fun. All right. So these are our Ryka Lace-Up Max Cushion Mesh Washable sneakers. Time for brand new sneakers. I think the one thing about sneakers is you hold on to them so long, and then when you get a new pair, you're like, whoa, it was time. I just didn't realize it. Here are the colors for you. This is your apricot beige. Isn't that pretty? Here is your Flintstone blue. Here is your brilliant white, and that will have your mint and then your chambray color. Here's your Paloma gray. Here is your ether blue. That's cool. It kind of matches my sweater, doesn't it? And then here is the black, medium 5 through 10, half and whole, 11 and 12, wide 6.5 through 10, and size 11 on that. 5 easy pays at only $9 to get these home. All right, Leilani Flanagan. Leilani has all of the training on a resume that she could possibly need as far as education in this. She has been coming on QVC for how many years?
20 years.
20 years we have known each other. Oh my gosh. And she was the first person, really, I think, Leilani, to explain to us that Ryka made for women by women, that big name shoe companies used to be doing kind of what I think was a shortcut and trying to make our feet as women fit into a man's foot.
Yes, and I remember back in the day having to break in my sneakers, put Band-Aids on the back of my heels, and I never really understood why until I came across my first Ryka sneaker. Now, Ryka was founded in 1987 by Sherry Poe. She was frustrated because she couldn't find a shoe that fit her foot as a woman. She always had to break it in. What she found out when she, looked into things was that the other shoe companies were not using the mold of a woman's foot. They were using the mold of a man's foot. And the term was called shrink it and pink it. So they would just take that mold and put a little pink on it and call it a woman's shoe. But our feet are not shaped like men's. We aren't small men, for example. So our feet are actually opposite in shape. We're narrower in the heel. We need more width in that toe box area. So what you're gonna find with all of our sneakers is that heel should fit nice and snug in the back. You shouldn't be slipping in and out. You shouldn't need a break-in period at all. But also how we strike the ground is different than that of a man's. So even like how we have like a beveled heel here to kind of guide you through that walking motion, and how it's really built up. See how it goes out like a little bit wider? So it's like almost like a triangle shape from the heel out. That's gonna stabilize your heel a lot more when you're striking the ground too. And as women, that's really important because we have hips.
Absolutely.
That makes us beautiful and command attention when we walk into a room, but that also means we need more stabilization as soon as our heel strikes the ground. We need more arch support underneath our foot. So to have a walking shoe that's using the mold of a woman's foot, that gives you stability under the heel and under the arch, this is truly a sneaker for women.
This feels so good on it. It's so lightweight, first of all, and I really feel supported. I feel like the shoe comes up to meet where my arch is, where my heel is.
No, and that's the key. Like when you see a shoe sometimes where there's like a lot of like extra cushioning. So this max cushioning that we've done with our Active Foam EVA, how you're seeing it all built up. I've seen other brands do this and it feels squishy mushy. Do you know what I mean? Like it's more of that type of feel. This feels a lot firmer to me, so that there's arch support. And here's that Active Foam. It's very lightweight. It's going to not break down over time, so you don't have to worry about like rotating your sneakers. There's a lot of flexibility in the forefoot too. And that we really wanted to keep this breathable, so when you're walking outside, when the weather's changing and things like that, you're gonna feel that nice airflow, in your shoe.
All right, here's what I need to tell you. There is no reorder on these. When these are gone, they are gone. So you are saving $28. They're part of our birthday surprise. But go ahead and tell us more.
Yes. No, so what I wanted to explain too is it might look intimidating to see like this much happening underneath you. But what I wanted you to see is you're actually sitting into that. So what you saw on the sides, that's the side walls. That's helping to kind of like hold and like stabilize you side to side. You're not actually like high off the ground.
Right.
Because some people would think, oh,
Okay.
that looks like I'm all the way off the ground. You're actually like deep
You're
in that
sitting
heel
down
cup.
within it.
Yeah. And then what I wanted you to notice here, like how flexible it is at the ball of the foot, but it's firmer back here. And that means it's going to give you that support and structure where you need it at the heel and at the arch area, but then tons of flexibility at the ball of the foot. We also use that same mold of a woman's foot when we're building our removable insole. So deep heel cup, that arch support that's firm,
Look at that.
but it's not squishy, it's not too hard, it's not too soft, it's just right. Mesh on top of that, again, so it's breathable. So all of this is kind of like, you know, sitting all together in there. So you end up with something that looks really great, but also feels very supportive.
And you can adjust it very easily
Yeah.
with the laces, so it really can adjust to how you need it. And then it's got the mesh here, which is nice, so it's very, very breathable.
Yeah.
Great colors on this, sort of multicolors as well. So if it's been a while, $44.98 for Ryka, and
So
these
good.
have a lot of technology. Are these particularly good for any kind of sports, any kind of exercise, walking?
It's your true walking shoe. So
Okay.
again, you could be walking long distance for fitness.
Okay.
You could be just on your feet all day long. You know, you could use it as both your casual walking shoe and your fitness walking shoe. Do have to say, because it does come in white, this is machine washable.
Yeah.
So you can throw it in the washing
Yeah.
machine, cold water, let it air dry. When I air dry it, I take the insole out just for air drying
okay.
purposes.
Do you
'cause
wash the insole?
Yeah, I wash the
Okay.
insole inside the
Oh,
shoe.
okay.
It's just that when I'm air
Just take it
drying
out.
it, I want it to dry faster. So
Okay.
I separate it for the drying.
Thank you. Those were all good tips. Medium and wide. So here we go. This is the color I slipped into,
So
this
pretty.
apricot beige. They're all pretty. Here is the fun blue. This is called Flintstone blue for you. Here is that brilliant white that we saw in the model. That's
Yep.
so very pretty. Paloma gray. That ether blue is cool. And then the black really works. $9 will get these home. So thanks for being our birthday
Thanks for
surprise, my
having
friend.
me. I will see you soon. Mwah.
Anytime. Anytime. All right, Mr. Rick.